Okay, Star Wars fans. So, Solo, a Star Wars story, has been premiered and it's not out in theaters yet. But from my understanding, there have been so reviews, so for Solo, if you will, and even some spoilers thrown out, and I do not know what they are. But one of the things that has hit the rumor mill that one of the next Star Wars movies out there is going to be about Lando Calrissian. And I'm having mixed thoughts about this because obviously when Disney purchased Star Wars from Uncle George back in 2012, they pretty much announced that they were going to milk this show or, sci-fi awesomeness for all it's worth. But what they're not getting is that you don't have to milk every single minute aspect of the original trilogy. So what have we had here? We've had episodes 7 and 8 to varying degrees of success. We've had Rogue One, and now we have Solo. And if you see a pattern here, everything is either a direct sequel or an offshoot of the main storyline. Episode 7 is basically episode 4 all over again. Rogue One is basically episode 3.5. Solo is somewhere, 3.2, 3.3. And Lando is going to be somewhere in there as well. Yeah, this is, I think, going to be a huge mistake. And I think this is where we can firmly understand that Kathleen Kennedy just doesn't get it. You don't, in order to make this series successful, you can't keep going back to the same well and just telling basically, I won't say the same story, just everybody's origin story in hopes that, everybody, that's what everybody cares about. Star Wars is a huge universe when it comes to, battling good versus evil, the Force, the Jedi versus Sith. There is so much more in the Star Wars universe that can be expanded upon other than the main storyline, where this is just absolutely not necessary. I mean, this could be, a TV show for all, we care about, but we could have movies that has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. That has nothing to do with Palpatine. With, has nothing to do with the rumored Kenobi prequel. I mean, the way it's going, we're just gonna have movies on Snoke and Canto Bite and Porgs eventually, and Ewoks, which we already had two back in the 80s, and they were both horrible to the point where I basically erased them from all memory. I mean, are we gonna have a movie on Uncle Owen next, or a movie on moisture evaporators, or a movie about Jawas? No, we shouldn't have these. I think we should go to Knights of the Old Republic. I think we should go 100 years after Return of the Jedi, where the universe still exists, but those individual stories have come and gone, or have yet to be. And so I don't think we really need a Lando movie, or at least not yet. I think we can do a lot more, and I expect a lot better from Kathleen Kennedy and company. So, I mean, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm going to see it when it comes out next week, and I think Donald Glover is a phenomenal actor. I've watched his TV shows. I've seen his music videos. I have nothing against him in particular. And who knows? Maybe even the Lando movie might be even good, but it's still going back to the same storyline. We're gonna expect to see how he, meets up with Han and all this other stuff. We need a step away from that main storyline. One of the things that made Marvel so successful is in the past 10 years we've had over a dozen movies. I think we've had 17 movies, and the stories have all, they've come together in order to be the Avengers. But Guardians of the Galaxy was its own story. Thor was its own story. Iron Man was its own story. Captain America was, in World War II was its own story. Yes, there were parts that, glued them together, but it wasn't off the main storyline. Uh, that's what the Avengers were for. That's why people wanted to see the Avengers, because all these things finally culminated to one thing. Um, and even with the next movies coming up, they're all going to be their own storylines of an overall Marvel universe, and that's what we want to see with Star Wars. I think that's why a lot of Star Wars fans are having issues here. It's like, okay, let's let's see something else, and that's what I would like to see. So anyway, what are your thoughts on the possible Lando movie coming out? Is this something you're excited to see? Or are you excited to see Solo? Let me know. Post it in the comments below. Am I just complaining for the sake of complaining? Maybe I am. I just want to see something else. Star Wars, anyway. I want to see an awesome fight in the Knights of the Old Republic that is 5,000 years before the other ones. I want to see a million Sith fight a million Jedi. Let's, the books are out there. Adapt the books. Very well written, very well, stories are well told. It won't be that hard to adapt and make a decent movie or a series of movies. It's not that hard. Guys, you can hire me. I will do this for free. Anyway, that's it for me for now. If you want to hear more of my ramblings, hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that notification button or follow me on Twitter. Until next time, peace out.